Okay, so I wanted to do a quick update on how converting my 1934 International pickup is coming along. So I haven't been able to start because my father-in-law learned how to drive. He's 94. He learned how to drive on this exact same truck, 1934 International. And he was coming down for Thanksgiving. I wanted him to drive it as a gasser before I took this junk motor out. It was not supposed to be in there anyway. It's a 1981 Vega motor, and it had no power at all. I didn't want it anyway. I bought the truck and totally refurbished it from the ground up because I wanted to make it electric, because I have free electric. I have solar panels, and so my electric's free. So that was Thursday. Yesterday was Friday. I took the whole front end off yesterday and got the motor out yesterday. And then today, so far, I've mounted this plate up to the transmission bell housing. Oh, yesterday I also I made this little transition shaft here, and then today I put the motor. It's just sitting in there on a jack, so I can measure this and get my spacers exactly right. But to explain how I made that little drive shaft, I took the clutch apart that transferred power from this motor into that transmission, and the little splines that were in the center of that clutch I cut out, and because it matched correctly, and I put it in my little lathe. I got a tiny little lathe over there by the milling machine. I put it in the lathe and smoothed it out, and then made it fit the end of that original shaft that came out of this electric motor when I took it out of the Nissan Leaf before it went into the gear reduction. So I just machined the end a little bit of both so they would fit together, welded it up. And everybody said you need to TIG weld it because it's case hardened. Those are just barely case hardened. It was really easy to turn on the lathe. So I just welded it with MIG. I think it'll be fine. But I just lined this up so this shaft splines go into this side of the shaft. The old clutch plate splines go into the transmission. Now I've got to weld couplers all the way around to secure this and make some motor mounts, and then continue to fabricate these are the little stands I built so I can put the inverter right on top of the motor, and it'll just sit in the engine bay. I'm going to try to use the original radiator for cooling the system, and I think it'll work fine. All I have to cool is the motor and the inverter, and they're just not going to get that hot. Anyway, that's the progress so far. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving.